brothers and sisters. My name is Leonard Clark, and I'm broadcasting via YouTube from Phoenix, Arizona on the evening of March 25th of the year 2015. And you might notice the glasses I have on, the money glasses. I'm wearing them because they symbolize the major theme today that I encountered in my activities around the politics here in Phoenix and in Arizona at the state legislature. This morning I went to a committee hearing at the Arizona State House of Appropriations, and essentially they had some strikers on there, you know, the outrageous way of doing things in the Arizona State Legislature where at the last second you put stuff in and people aren't prepared to come testify against it. So the main things that happened were SB 1339. You'll be happy to know that the way things are looking now, if your mom or pop hands her ballot over to somebody that is with an organization that is helping pick up ballots to get to the ballot box, like we've always done, elderly people, folks like that who need to get, like to get help to get their ballots there. Well, your mom and pop, or you, if you do this, collecting ballots for your friends or elderly people to take to the ballot box, like we've done before, will get you a Class 6 felony, very serious crime. Oh, but don't worry, maybe they'll let you plead it down to a misdemeanor, as one of the right-wing Republican extremists said. But I was there, felt really good testifying against it, and the AEA representative was there, basically stating that it would hurt schools trying to get their bonds passed because a lot of people like it when you remind them and go get their ballot and take it to the polls for them. But no, the Republican right-wing extremists see a great problem where there is no problem, see something that needs to be fixed that's not broken. When asked by the Democratic representatives on the committee in the House Appropriations today, excuse me, asked for actual facts, details of this huge, massive voter fraud going on. They were told by the Secretary of State, who beat around the bush, but that basically he didn't really have any direct things. It was an insult to our intelligence. The Secretary of State's representative was there, this attorney, or whatever, maybe not an attorney, but representing the Secretary of State, was there today, and, you know, loves this bill because the Secretary of State herself, as a senator, ran a bill called 2305, in which she was trying to help stop poor people and elderly people from having their votes counted by organizations who would take their ballots to the polls when they could not make it themselves, and who trusted them. But we're too stupid. The right-wing extremists believe that we're children and we don't have a right to associate, like the First Amendment of the Constitution says, and have free speech by saying whoever we want to carry our ballots to the polls. They think we're too stupid for that. Or really, wait a second, what could it be? They are trying to stop people from voting, from the very demographic, poor people, people of color, hardworking Arizonans who don't vote for them. So again, I was there, that was horrible. Money, money, money. Got to get that money, dark money. Also, they voted a gut clean elections. Another friend let me know, but it was too late. I didn't know. SB 1120 was basically punishing Phoenix Union School District, Unified School District, and Tucson Unified School District with it's called SB 1120, a striker called desegregation cost forensic audit. They were going after the schools on that. And you can look further and find these things at AZLEG, that's azleg.gov. Go over to where it says bills, and you can look up a lot of these things. Just start exploring. They have a frequently asked questions section there. But I don't want to get off this subject yet without strongly complimenting the Democratic representatives who are on this committee. And I'm happy to report to you that on this committee, in the House Appropriations Committee, in the Arizona State House of Representatives, we have all real Democrats. They all voted against these horrible bills that the right-wing extremists, the Koch brother allies, and these crooks were trying to get through. Representative Andrew Sherwood, Representative Mock, Representative Myers, Representative Cardenas, they did a great job. The BS could not get by them. They called it out for what it was. And these right-wing extremists, I don't know how they do it. How can they just look in the face and lie? And you know, when they know they're trying to just stop people from voting so they can win. Just, you know, kind of like the little kid who always wanted a trophy but never could, so has to cheat to get it. So that's the kind of thing. And then to top it all off, Representative Ugenti essentially said almost nobody or nobody testified against the bill. Where was all of the opposition? After I had just sat down, and the other lady from AEA had sat down, Miss Loretto, had the temerity, Representative Ugenti, to say, oh, where was the opposition? Well, this was a striker. They did it yesterday with little notice. There wasn't time for people to get down here, or that they knew about it. So anyways, that's what happened at the Phoenix City Council. Then you'll also be happen to know the theme of money was also reemphasized, as your council, the sixth largest city in the United States of America, is really trying to beat their personal record. They voted for, unanimously, our Mayor Stanton and the Democrats that are on the committee, on the council, to give tens of millions of tax-free, sweet tax-free dollars in bonding to 3 different corporate charter schools. I pointed out to them the article by Amy Silverman from roughly, I believe, May 14th or in that area of 2014 about the problem she had for her child with a disability, and how there is a type of segregation that's going on, at least in my opinion, the way I interpreted her article. I pointed that out. I pointed out the article from the Arizona Central site and other evidence showing that a lot of people will, when they shut down their school, a lot of times they can sell their property that they got through taxpayer dollars. So anyways, your council, I thanked the mayor. I said, wow, you are really showing bipartisan action here today, siding with your conservative friends, DeCiccio and Waring, for siding with charter schools. And I meant that for the whole council. So once again, privatization is the name of the game. That's the theme. I stated to the mayor and the council that essentially what they were voting for was a new exotic thing coming into our country from this whole so-called global market idiocy, which is mainly about capitalism. I said, up till now, you had government, you had capitalism, both groups, with government, public schools, fire departments, city governments, etc. You could go to elected representatives, have public meetings, and complain or, give compliments, but you could do that. But you couldn't do that with charter schools because it would not be a democratically elected board. You would have a corporate board of directors. And then, even though by federal law, this article by Amy Silverman and other people's complaints shows that federal law is not being enforced when it comes to inclusion in charter schools. They strongly hint everything but say, hey, your child, we don't have facilities here. And a lot of the teachers feel bad at these corporate charter schools and will say to parents, hey, your child's got this disability, they're better off in the public schools. So there you go. Corporate charter schools, I'm sorry, my apologies to my friends who have children or grandchildren, etc. in corporate charter schools. I'm happy for your individual experience, but on the whole, federal law of inclusion, all of these things, the American with Disabilities Act, all of that is not being enforced on corporate charter schools. They can do like they did today at the council that say they are, but in the Army we had an old saying, brothers and sisters, in God we trust and all others sign here. So that's essentially what went on. Money was the theme today. The Republicans have passed out of committee now a bill that is not yet going to be law, but it looks like it's going to be, where you can get a Class 6 felony if you collect ballots for people on behalf of other organizations to take to the polls. So there you go. And that was just a quick, brief update of what happened today politically. Please don't forget about the little girl Jenny B at freejennyb.org. I believe that's, well, I've got the link posted on my other YouTube, but essentially the little girl who's in solitary confinement at Estrella Mountain Jail in Phoenix, who is statutorily, in my opinion, who allegedly, but I believe was allegedly raped by this man who was 43 years old, and she was like 15 or 16. Yet she's being punished by the county attorney with second-degree murder charges. So there you have it. Please don't forget about her. Let's stay unified. And this is the theme for this Arizona State Legislature. And unfortunately, a few of our bad apple Democrats, dark money is getting into them. So now we gotta expose that and bring it to the light of day. This is Leonard Clark, and if you ever want to check up on updates or make suggestions, all you have to do on YouTube, to make my name easier to find, it's all one word, Leonard Leonard Clark on YouTube. The other Leonard Clarks have a space in between there. So mine is Leonard Clark. And again, this YouTube was broadcast, or recorded, on March 25th of the year 2015. Be well, brothers and sisters. Let's all stay unified. Don't let these crooked right-wing extremists and a few sellout Democrats, corporatists, get you down. We will achieve love and humanity in our state of Arizona, in the United States of America, and we will do it constitutionally, non-violently, and they can't stop us. Peace out, brothers and sisters.